All right, y'all. We live. We live. What's the deal, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the pregame pull up. You know, this is pregame Thursday morning. Pregame, previewing Thursday night football. San Francisco 49ers versus Seattle Seahawks tonight. Um, we got some other NFL news. We're gonna be previewing all the other matchups in Week 6, and we got some more stories for y'all, man. Um, Most recently is the New York Jets firing their head coach Robert Saleh on Tuesday. I was going to do a video Tuesday, but then I was like, I'll talk about it on Thursday. You know, I didn't want to dedicate a whole episode, even though it was after a Monday night game, and we could have, talked about that Monday night game. But I was like, I'll just save it for Thursday. So now we here. Robert Saleh's gone after 5 games. Did we see this coming? I didn't see this coming in the early part of the season. If I had to guess, I would say maybe after the season. I know they was talking about he was one of the coaches in the hot seat and all of that, but seeing him getting fired after 5 games, I didn't see that coming, yo. Ohio ties, what's the deal? And everybody speculating that Aaron Rodgers had something to do with it. That could be the case because we all know Nathaniel Hackett, who is the offensive coordinator, is his guy. They use Nathaniel Hackett to recruit and to sign, to trade for Aaron Rodgers. I don't see why Robert Saleh was fired based on the field production, because it wasn't the defense that was bad. It's, obviously it's the offense. The offense is looking real stale. We all know Nathaniel Hackett history in the most recent years, him being a head coach in Denver and being fired his first year in Denver before the season was even over. Now he gets the Jets job. He go ahead and recruit Aaron Rodgers, and the same thing is happening now. We can all see the writing on the wall. We all know what the issue is. It's Nathaniel Hackett. Reason why Saleh's being fired is because he didn't fire Nathaniel Hackett fast enough. And then word came out recently that he was going to fire him, and that's what ultimately got him fired, because he was going to have somebody else call the plays and fire Nathaniel Hackett. But it was like he probably was a little slow doing it, but he was going to get to it anyway. He was going to do it anyway. And once that guy went into the building after a meeting they had and everything else, he got escorted by security to his office to clean out his shit and to get the fuck up out of there. Crazy, man. Crazy. Do we care? Nah. I mean, the Jets wasn't gonna do shit, no way. I guess they figured they had to make a move while the season is still young and they still got a chance to compete, because they only won game out of first place in their division. But I feel like Robert Saleh wasn't the issue. He wasn't the issue. I feel like since he's been there, the Jets defense been on point. We all know him as a defensive coordinator. My boy Rios, what's the deal? We all know him as being a defensive coordinator. So the defense been on point. He built the defense up real nicely. But now he has a struggling offense with a potential Hall of Fame quarterback. And it's not him being a play caller. He just didn't get rid of the play caller soon enough. And that's where the head coaching comes in at, because you are responsible for all of this, you know. But with him getting rid of the guy who recruited Aaron Rodgers, who is your star quarterback, where would that leave him? We all know Aaron Rodgers being the guy who runs the organization. You feel me? You think Aaron Rodgers didn't have a say in any of this? And then even yesterday on Pat McAfee, he said that the owner called him yesterday after the game. Well, a day after the game. Your owner just called you just because and didn't give you a heads up on, what was about to happen. He just called you just to see how you were doing. It's crazy to me. I feel like the owner gave Aaron Rodgers a heads up. Hey, this is the move we about to make. How do you feel about it? It's either him or your boy. Who you think we should get rid of? And I think Aaron Rodgers ultimately said, okay, go ahead and get rid of Salah. That's me. I mean, it cannot be that. I hear what Aaron Rodgers said, but I call cap on that. I really do, because we all see what the problem is. We all see who the issue is. Why he wasn't the first guy to go. Why the head coach got to go. You let go of this guy who's struggling because your offense is struggling. We all know he's the problem. He's the play caller. Get rid of him. And if it's a problem after that, then you get rid of the head coach. Let me go and read the headline. DFA Football says QB Aaron Rodgers said he was blindsided by the news that head coach Robert Saleh was fired. He came into the facility today with no knowledge the firing was about to happen, but he did meet with the ownership after the fact. Per Jordan Schultz. Yeah, blindsided my ass. He called you. You still came into the office and you didn't know that he was about to be fired at all. I find that pretty hard to believe. But anyway, that's that on that. Do we really care? Let me see. I don't think so. I don't think y'all really care unless you a Jets fan. I first learned about the news from Eli. Eli being from New York, Eli being a Jets fan. Eli is back in New York, and he hit the group chat like, got his ass up out of here. Scrooston G, my G. Eli was like, got his ass up out of here. I'm not knowing that if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But they promoted their defensive coordinator to the interim head coach, and immediately he took the play calling duties away from Nathaniel Hackett, and they got somebody else calling the plays now. So he already know what the deal is. You feel me? Oh yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we really got a good QB now, man. We got us a franchise QB. Still early in the game though, man. You feel me? Everybody gassing us up. We the talk of the town. And you feel me? I'm not knowing how I'm liking it. I don't know how receptive I am. I'm taking it because we are winning. You feel me? We starting off good. We normally start off slow. And you feel me? Nobody picked us to win these games. And now that we win it, we high on everybody's radar now. I feel like everybody pumping us up. And I'm not liking it. Suave, shut up. Y'all never was going to get him. He wasn't getting past 3, bro. Stole y'all quarterback. Y'all didn't lose enough. It do feel good to win, man. It feels good to win. News alert. The Bills and the Steelers are intensifying trade talks this week for wide receiver Raiders wide receiver Davante Adams. Per team sources, while the Jets have been seen as the front runners, it's trending upwards that Buffalo or Pittsburgh could outbid New York. Adams had expressed his interest in reuniting with former QB Aaron Rodgers, but the Jets lost in London. Things may be shifted. Despite all three teams losing this week, the Bills and the Steelers are emerging as more appealing destinations than the Jets to Adams. Trade discussions are heating up, and the deal could be finalized in the coming days. Initially, Vegas was asking for a second-round pick, but from what I'm hearing, they are likely to settle for something closer to a third and fourth-round pick. There could be additional players and picks involved in the trade package, but it's unlikely the Raiders will walk away with a second-rounder. This is what I got to say about Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams reunited with Aaron Rodgers. So remember, not last year. This is Davante Adams' third year with the Raiders, y'all. This is Aaron Rodgers' second year with the Jets. So remember when Aaron Rodgers signed that contract extension 2 years ago. Remember, Davante Adams wanted a trade. He wanted out of Green Bay. Why not play with Rodgers at Green Bay after he got his extension? You wanted out. So then why y'all want to reunite now? I don't get that. I don't get that. Y'all remember that? Let me know if y'all remember that or not. Aaron Rodgers got an extension 2022. And right after that, Davante Adams wanted a trade request and wanted out of there. What happened then to where you want to reunite now? Then you go to I was about to call them Oakland. Las Vegas. You go to Las Vegas to reunite with your college teammate. That coach got him the fuck up out of there. Now, he's gone. You want out of there again. So now, you want to reunite with Aaron Rodgers again. Now the coach is gone. The coach is gone. The offense is looking bad. You still want to go there? If I'm him, I will go somewhere like Pittsburgh. I will go somewhere like Buffalo. But you see the same issue Stephon Diggs had in Buffalo. Are you willing to go to Buffalo and have that same issue? All Stephon Diggs was wanted the ball and, those clutch moments. Gardner Minshew been balling, though. Gardner Minshew ain't been looking too bad. This last game, yeah. But that's because he didn't have a Devontae out there. But before that, they had beat the Ravens. To me, they got off to a good start, man. So, I don't get it. I don't get it, really. So that's one trade candidate for Buffalo that I'm hearing is Davante Adams. Second one is Deontay Johnson. The Bills could use some wide receiver help ahead of November's deadline, trade deadline, and should pursue a trade for Panthers wide receiver Deontay Johnson if he's made available. This trade makes sense for a few reasons. Bills GM Brandon Beane has a great working relationship with Panthers GM Dan Morgan, who served as Bills Director of Pro Personnel from 2018 to 2020. The Bills could solidify their wide receiving core with a proven wideout that would allow Keon Coleman more time to develop and grow within the offense. The Panthers add draft capital to rebuild their roster and to get something in return for Johnson instead of losing him in free agency. Hey, man. I mean, I've been hearing Deontay Johnson names to a lot of teams lately. I've been hearing him about anywhere but Pittsburgh, though. I haven't heard him going back to Pittsburgh after Pittsburgh traded him. I've been hearing him to the Bills. I've been hearing him to the Cowboys. I've been hearing him to the Commanders. I've been hearing him to this team. And I'm like, why those teams didn't go for him before, didn't trade for him before? You about to get him mid-season, and this dude gonna give you what? A few games of production, and then he out of there once the season over with. Is that worth a pick, a draft pick? I don't think so. Unless you gonna trade for him and give him a contract right, immediately. But we don't know. I've been hearing a lot of things. I've been hearing Devontae Adams. I've been hearing Amari Cooper. I've been hearing Deontay Johnson. Who else have I been hearing? I want to say it was one more guy. So one more guy. Oh, I want to say Travis. It's Travis Etienne, but we'll talk about that in a few. New Orleans Saints quarterback Derek Carr suffered an oblique injury and Monday night's loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. A source confirmed to ESPN. An MRI is taken Tuesday confirmed the injury was to Carr's oblique. According to the source, oblique injuries typically leads to a multiple week absence. The Saints play 2 games in the next 10 days. Sunday against Tampa Bay Buccaneers, then October 17th against Denver Broncos. And man, they started off hot and slowly got that fire blew the fuck out, man. At 3 games later, they on a 3-game losing streak. They lose their starting quarterback. They was in my top 10 as far as my top 10 rankings. They went out after Monday night, and their season might be heading downwards into. Remember, they was talking about Super Bowl 2 weeks. They was the champions. You feel me? They was 2-week champions. Super Bowl gonna be in New Orleans. New Orleans gonna be in the Super Bowl. Now look at them. 3-game losing streak. All that talk is over with. Carr looked like he wear eyeliner. Y'all make sure y'all like that like too. Official Keith Jack, folks just thought the Saints were going to be hella good after they kicked our asses. And now look. I mean, that offense was putting up points those first 2 weeks. I guess the league adjusted to that real quick because they ain't looked nothing like it these last 3 weeks. But they did put a pretty beating on y'all and them Carolina Panthers. Let's see. Nico Collins was placed on injury reserve. Nico Collins will be out for at least 4 games. Texans wide receiver Nico Collins is placed on injury reserve due to his hamstring injury. He will be sidelined for a minimum of 4 games. Damn, I guess he blew some hell of a hamstring on that bomb he caught. Top 10 power rankings. I got Kansas City. Said Tank about to eat. Stefan about to eat. Do they still got John Mechie on that team? I ain't seen my boy. They still got him? He said my anytime go. I met him at AZ at the rally. At the Redskin rally. Oh shit, did I? Am I still on? I'm still on. Alright, there we go. I met him at the Commanders rally. And they did the command post live. I met him. I met Brian Mitchell. But back to these power rankings, y'all. Top 10 power rankings. Number 1, I got Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs handle business, and Patrick Mahomes ain't even played good, y'all. Patrick Mahomes is probably off to one of his worst starts of his career, and these dudes still can't lose. Kareem Hunt, first game into the lineup, they was feeding him all day. He killed the Saints. They played 12 personnel with Noah Gray and Travis Kelce, Juju Smith-Schuster, Xavier Worthy. Man, them guys find ways to win, man. All kind of ways to win. Really made the Saints couldn't get nothing going. Saints couldn't get shit going, man. And this team that put up almost 90 points in the first 2 games. So Kansas City Chiefs, number 1. Number 2, the other 5-0 team in the NFC, Minnesota Vikings. Number 3, I got the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions, I'm thinking Detroit is going to beat Dallas this week. I think Dallas been, beat them the last 6 times out of 7. I think Detroit going to get them this time. Dallas barely skate past Detroit last year, where I think they cheated Detroit because that lineman did report that he was eligible. Caught that pass on Dallas. Refs called it off. They got out of there with a win. Dallas got out of there with a win on a technicality. I feel like they get Dallas. Number 4, I got the Houston Texans. Houston Texans been handling business. Houston Texans got New England this week. I feel like that's about to be a breeze. They putting the baby in, starting the baby in Drake May. I don't think Drake May is ready, to take to be at the helm. And then I think he's not ready for this Houston defense, man. Houston defense, that pass rush is crazy. Jonathan Grenard, Will Anderson, Danielle Hunter. Then that secondary is cold. I think Texans go to 5-1 after this week. Then number 5 is my Commanders. My Commanders, we got us a challenge this week. Shout out Scrooston G, man. Thank you for the super chat. Scrooston G writes, pull up gang, y'all. Go run them likes up and subscribe to the channel. Keep hoes staying consistent and keep going. We in here every week for sure, bro. Appreciate that, Scrooston. I appreciate that, my boy. My Commanders, man, we got Battle of the Beltway this weekend. 1 o'clock showdown. We try to get that, we try to get it flexed into Sunday night. CBS was like, we not doing it. We spent millions of dollars on this game. We keeping this game. So it's going to be a 1 o'clock game when everybody else is playing. Battle of the Beltway, Baltimore Ravens, Washington Commanders. Should be a good one. I like our chances in this one, y'all. Everybody want to bet me all of a sudden. Everybody's a Ravens fan all of a sudden. Oh, y'all not doing nothing until y'all beat the Ravens. All right, man. Y'all move the goalpost for us a little too much, man. Thank you, man. I'm praying for you too, brother. I'm praying for all of us. Hey, y'all send a special prayer too to my guy Scrooston G, man. He just lost his father-in-law. His family going through hard times, man. Y'all send a quick one to my boy Scrooston G. Scrooston, we love you, bro. We all praying for you and the family. Y'all moved the goalposts a little too much for me, man. Okay, I knew we wasn't gonna beat Tampa Bay, even though I liked us beating Tampa Bay. They only a few years removed from the Super Bowl, y'all. Tampa Bay is really good. The Giants been having our numbers for the past few years. If we don't beat them, we tying them. If we not tying them, we getting cheated. And y'all know what I mean by cheated. Remember the no-call pass interference when the defender was all over Curtis Samuel back, and they didn't call it. We lost to him then. Daniel Jones been having our number since. We beat them. We didn't score in the end zone. We beat them by all field goals. Y'all tell us, oh, y'all beat them by luck. Y'all kicked off field goals. All right, whatever, cool. That's a division opponent. All right, cool. Then Monday Night Football, nobody had us beating the Bengals. Everybody had the Bengals winning. They was 8-point favorites. We went in there. We handled business. We showed everybody. We shocked the world. Cool. Move on to next week. We play Arizona in Arizona. Everybody had Arizona based off of how they played against the Lions, how they played against the Bills, how they put up points. And they was like, oh, y'all not playing close to that. Mike, that dude, best division in your opinion so far? Let's put a pause in that, y'all. Best division as of right now? Best division as of right now. Got to be the NFC North as of right now. I think it's the NFC North as of right now. You know, the Vikings is 5-0, Lions 3-1. Packers is what? 3-2. 3-2. So that's who I'm liking right now. I mean, Broncos then won 3 straight. Chiefs is 5-0. Raiders stink. Chargers is we all thought the AFC North was gonna be the best. Ravens started off 2-0. Bengals started off 0-3. I mean, Ravens started 0-2. Bengals started 0-3. Cleveland fucking sucks. And Steelers started off 3-1. But we already know the league is about to catch up to them. You know, they 3-2 now. It's like they, you know, Steelers play Steelers football, man. They, you know how when you play a team and you play to the level of your competition, like, you know you can beat these niggas, but you playing their game and you can't get out of that funk. That's how the Steelers beat you. They play Steelers football and you can't get out of it. Steelers is terrible to watch. It's terrible to watch. And that's what sucked the Cowboys in. Pause. Cowboys played their game. You feel me? To now where the Cowboys is not interesting to watch. Cowboys always good for putting points up. But now Cowboys playing the Steelers game against the Steelers, and it was trash. That was a trash game. Since Tua out, the East the AFC East is not as good. You got the Bills. Fucking Patriots is terrible. Now with no Tua, the Dolphins is terrible. And then who else they got in that division? Patriots, Bills, Dolphins, and Patriots, Bills, Dolphins. Who's the other team? Jets. We just got through talking about the Jets. Terrible. Terrible. We already know who coming out of that division. The Bills. The South. Jaguars is shit. Indianapolis is Texans is running that. And then who else? Who else is that? Jags, Colts, Texans. What's the other team? Why I can't think right now? Jags, Texans, Colts. What's the other team? Y'all help me out. Nah, Pats is in the East. Tennessee, Titans. Titans is mid. You feel me? Will Levis lost a couple games. I mean, Titans can turn it around. They didn't lost some close games off of dumbass mistakes. You know, Will Levis trying to do too much to make a play. But you know, you go to the East, NFC East, You know, we obviously doing our thing. You know, Cowboys is right behind us. Pause. Eagles ain't been looking to press. Cowboys and Eagles haven't been looking to impressive to me. Giants got them a good win this past weekend. You know, they 2-3. Giants are sneaky good though, y'all. Like they won without Malik Neighbors and without Devin Singletary. You know that defense. To me, if you ask me, the Giants has the best defense in the division. You know, Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian Burns, Isaiah Simmons. I really like Isaiah Simmons. Tyler Nubin. What's my boy name that came out of Maryland? What's his name? The corner, the Banks. There you go, Deontay Banks. Like they got some players over there, man. Y'all watch out for the Giants. I got my eye on the Giants. I'm not. You know, I'm not keeping them out of the runnings. And they doing this without Saquon Barkley, y'all. They let Saquon walk, and they playing some competitive football. You feel me? We took them down to the wire. Who did they lose to? They lost to Browns. And who else did they lose to? Us, the Browns. One more other team. He said, "I'll keep sleeping." Now, you can't sleep. You can't sleep. Everybody been sleeping on us. Right? Did nobody have us starting off this high? Now look. Now look at us. NFC East is always up and down. Ain't no repeat division leaders. End of the day, Daniel Jones is their quarterback when they make it to the playoffs. Daniel Jones was their quarterback a couple years ago when they made it to the playoffs. They beat the Minnesota Vikings, put them out. I mean, I'm just saying. Anyway, let's get back into the power rankings. Number 6, I got Baltimore right behind Commanders. I feel like we are evenly matched, man. I feel like we evenly matched. I feel like they got a better secondary than us. You know, I really like Cal Hamilton, man. I wanted Cal Hamilton so bad in the draft. Oh, man. Fucking Ron Rivera, man. Marlon Humphrey, a tough corner. Then they got Nate Wiggins. Man, they got some dogs. They lost Geno Stone. I don't know who replaced Geno Stone. I'll see this weekend. But, yeah, man, we gonna see. Ravens is what? One of the either 31st or 32nd in pass defense. You know, they're giving up the most pass defense, but they number 1 in run defense, and then we're number 1 in run offense. And I don't know how that's gonna work, because if they number 1 in run defense and we're number 1, something ain't gonna add up, because who didn't we play? We didn't play the Giants, which is pretty good. Cleveland defense is good. Whether they offense is looking like shit, their defense is pretty good. They was number 1 defense last year. Tampa Bay defense is good. Cincinnati defense is trash. Arizona defense is all right. It's solid. But who has Baltimore played who can run outside of Buffalo? Cincinnati can't run. Nobody's afraid of Zach Moss, Chase Brown. Cowboys can't run. And the fucking Raiders is the last rushing offense in the league. So I'm not afraid of they rushing offense. I mean, they rushing defense. This is why I like our chances. As long as we play mistake-free football, we should be able to come out with a win. They got them as 6.5-point favorites. I think the game will be a little bit closer than that, man. I say the game will be within 3 either way. And hopefully it's us. I don't want to give Justin Tucker no chance of kicking the goddamn game winner. Number 7, I got them Dirty Birds, Atlanta Falcons. Number 8, I got Buffalo Bills. Buffalo do need them a wide receiver. Let's see if they get one in the upcoming weeks. Number 9, I got Denver Broncos, y'all. Number 9, Denver Broncos and crept up in there, man. They got them 3 straight wins. Denver Broncos, I want to see how they're going to play against the Chiefs when they go up against the Chiefs. Number 10, I got the Dallas Cowboys after that win. Out of the top 10, the Saints are out. Pittsburgh is out. They done fell off drastically to me, man. Tampa Bay is sitting right outside of the top 10. National Football League placed Jabril Peppers of the New England Patriots on the commissioner exempt list. Peppers may not practice or attend games while on the list. I think bro then fucked his career off, man. Remember we talked about him on Monday. Shame on him. ESPN has reached an agreement with former NFL MVP Cam Newton to primarily be a commentator on First Take. Newton will make his show debut Friday, October 11, during a live show at Tennessee State University for First Take HBCU Rose Show this fall. That's dope. Shout out to Cam Newton. I really like Cam Newton as far as in this content space, man. He's very knowledgeable, man, and I feel like he's very qualified to speak on the game. A lot of people give him shit because he's not in the league no more. Cam Newton did this shit at a high level, baby. Y'all better not forget that. What year was that? 2015 Carolina Panthers? 15-1. League MVP, went all the way to the Super Bowl. Should have dove on that ball, but that's another story. He made it to that motherfucker. It's hard to make it there. And he was running the league. Had everybody dabbing and shit that year. Y'all remember? All the little kids was I remember, man. What a time. What a fucking time. Projected shadow matchups, man. This is what I love, man. This is what I live for. I love wide receiver, cornerback showdowns. I love seeing that intensity on the football field. I was enjoying Jettis going up against Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed. I feel like they played him very well. Except for all the holding that Sauce Gardner was doing. They called a couple penalties on DJ Reed that I felt like shouldn't have been called on him. Surprisingly, he played him real well. I'm looking forward to these matchups. You got Stephon Diggs and Christian Gonzalez. It's another dude we should have had, man. We should have had Christian Gonzalez. We let him slip a pick after us. We picked Emmanuel Forbes over Christian Gonzalez. Stupid ass Ron Rivera again. And now Emmanuel Forbes only played 4 snaps this past week against Cleveland. I'm not even sure if he's gonna be in the lineup this week. I'm not even sure if he's playing, y'all. Stupid shit, dog. Ron Rivera first round picks. We could have got Chris Olave. He picked Jahan Dotson. We could have got Jeremiah Osua-Koromoa. We picked Jamin Davis. Stupid picks. Benjamin St. Juice. He's been impressive these last few weeks. He's going up against Zay Flowers. We got Jair Alexander against Marvin Harrison Jr. That should be a good one. We got Deontay Johnson against AJ Terrell. I think AJ Terrell gonna get the better end of that matchup. But I can't. Those is matchups I can't wait to see, man. We got some DeAndre Hopkins trade news. Titans wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins' name is circulating as a trade deadline approaches on November 5th. While several teams have been mentioned, it's reported that the Steelers are already out of the running due to the lack of interest. The Chiefs are emerging as a likely destination, having shown interest in Hopkins during the 2023 offseason before he signed with Tennessee. With this being the final year of Hopkins' contract, he will likely be a rental player, finishing out the season before entering free agency. The Chiefs are dealing with the loss of Rashee Rice for the season, and Patrick Mahomes is underwhelming stats despite their 5-0 record. Bringing Hopkins will boost their chances of winning a third consecutive Super Bowl. Do y'all see Andre Hopkins getting another contract after this year? How old is my boy? 32? Let me see. Let's look up how old is DeAndre Hopkins, because I know my nigga pretty old. Let me see, man. My nigga is 32 years old. I do not see him getting another contract after this. If so, it will be a 1-year contract here and there, and then next thing you know, this nigga is damn near on every team in the league after that. I know he's still producing, but I think it's over with for DeAndre Hopkins. Could he help the Kansas City Chiefs? Yeah. But do I think they need to go out and get him on a what's the name? On a rental? I mean, shit. If you want to go ahead and waste a draft pick on him, go ahead. I just feel like at this point, man, just let him stay where he at. Let my boy retire, because this is pretty much over with. They look, the Chiefs look good with what they got with Worthy. Shit, Juju Smith had over 100 or something receiving yards. They got Mecole Hardman. They still got them gadget players and shit, man. So I just feel like, why waste draft capital? But then some teams just be like, fuck those picks, like the Rams did. More Raider news. Raider star D tackle Christian Wilkins is out indefinitely after undergoing surgery to repair a Jones fracture he suffered on Sunday. Wilkins, Las Vegas big money free agent acquisition, is being out is a crushing blow in the middle of the defense. He'll head to IR. Damn, so when it rains, it pours, man. And my boy Antonio Pierce's first year, he got to deal with subpar quarterback situation. Quarterback purgatory, which most people will say. A diva at wide receiver that want to get traded. My running backs can't get out the backfield. They can't get through the line. I got the worst rush offense in the league. Now my star D tackle that we signed in the off season is hurt. Man, how many woes my boy gonna go through? Said Raiders never had a great QB. Since Rich Gannon, no. Rich Gannon, they had Rich Gannon back in 2002 when they went to the Super Bowl. Was it 2001? What was that 2001, 2002? When they went to the Super Bowl, he was the MVP of the league. Outside of that, no, my friend. Official Keith Jack said, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like this might be AP first and last season as head coach. Hey, it can damn sure be possible. We already know how a revolving door that job is. Just look how many coaches they had prior. And I mean, the last recent couple years, look, they had Chucky. Once Chucky emails came out, uh, got rid of him. They uh, they promoted my boy Rich Versace. He did a good job. Got them to the playoffs. Um, then they got Josh McDaniels. Got him up out of there. Here comes AP. Now they signed AP. Get rid of AP, then who next? I don't know. I don't know what job is worse. If it's the Raiders or if it's the goddamn Carolina Panthers. How many head coaches these niggas done had in the past 2 to 3 years? My gosh. She said, "Oh, I was 3 years old. That don't count." Hey, I mean, you said never had a great quarterback. I can remember that. I was in high school. I said I was like 10th, 11th grade. All right, so one last story before we get into these preview of these games, man. The Dallas Cowboys rushing attack is currently 31st in the NFL. So it's the Raiders and the Cowboys with the worst rush offense in the league. Averaging 82 yards per game and 3.5 yards per carry. The Cowboys didn't make any significant upgrades to the running back position during the offseason, but they may need to address the deficiency sooner than later. Entering Travis Etienne Jr., the Jaguars aren't believed to be shopping a 25-year-old running back, but he could be had for the right price with the emerge of Tank Bigsby. Jerry Jones hasn't made any recent splash moves, but if Etienne becomes a variable option before November deadline, the Cowboys should definitely be all in. If I'm Dallas, I will make that move, but that defeats the purpose of why you didn't go ahead and get I would fucking say Travis. Derrick Henry. You could have got Derrick Henry. You went back, double back, spent the block, and got Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott take 10 minutes to get out the backfield. You had all your hopes on Rico Dowdle, who didn't play bad against Pittsburgh last week. You went and got, y'all went and got another old man and Dalvin Cook. So you got an aging backfield. Y'all need to do something. Y'all need to do something fast because y'all offense don't look that hot, and that's because y'all can't run the ball. You know, we all know that Dak gonna do Dak things, but we gonna blame Dak this year if y'all make it to the playoffs and y'all exit early, knowing y'all can't run the football, and everybody know that y'all gonna rely on the pass and that y'all pass heavy, and they gonna have something for that. Y'all gonna blame Dak again after y'all done paid him $60 million a year. It's gonna be the same old shit all over again. So help Dak, help you, and get that man a running back so y'all rushing attack can open up some things in that offense. Because if you don't, y'all some half-dead motherfuckers coming up later on in the season. Promise y'all that. Promise you that. On to Week 6 previews. Starting tonight, we got the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. I like 49ers in this one. 49ers are due for a win after blowing that 10-point fourth quarter lead against the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals beat the 49ers, y'all. But we'll get back into that. I don't want to make this about us again. You know, last week Cardinals wasn't shit when we beat them. Now they beat the 49ers. They something. But they didn't have us beating the Cardinals. Well, they had us beating the Cardinals by 3. That was the only game. No, they had the Cardinals beating us by 3. Cleveland is the only game they had us beating. But look what the Cardinals go ahead and do. Beat the NFC champions, which is the 49ers last week. But it's a divisional game. Tonight is a divisional game. Seahawks is coming off of a devastating loss to the New York Giants after that blocked field goal. You know, to go into overtime, Isaiah Simmons jumped over the line, blocked the field goal, and then they went in regulation. That field goal would have led into overtime. And yeah, I think Seahawks lose again. Once Seahawks lose again, this will put 49ers over the Seahawks. But then with an Arizona win, Arizona play Green Bay. I think Arizona go ahead to be the division leaders, with the Rams only winning 1 game so far this year, and that's against the 49ers. So all the NFC West is just beating up on each other. I got the 49ers to sock Seattle. The 49ers already got banked up by the Rams and the Cardinals. I'm not even sure if the Cardinals and the Rams played each other yet. Redskins DDS said, funny how when we play these teams, they no good. All of a sudden, they beat the 49ers. You feel what I'm saying? Do you feel what I'm saying? Which is crazy, right? Oh, y'all about to get whooped against the Bengals. That first drive had me kind of worried, though. I ain't gonna lie. Had Nick kind of nervous. Had me kind of nervous. Then we handled business. You feel me? The Giants is good. Cleveland, you know, got the best defense. Look at all the dudes they got on defense, especially that secondary. Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett didn't even get on the stat sheet playing against us. He had a few pressures, though. Oh, he said Rams got smoked by Arizona. Okay, well, there you go. Arizona over there smoking shit. Second game, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars 1-4 against Caleb and the Chicago Bears. And the Chicago, well, nope, not even Chicago. That one is across the pond. You know, we're going to have to wake up early to watch this game. Pun been real quiet this season. Pun been real quiet this season. He been real humble. I got Caleb. Caleb looked real good last week. Hopefully he can continue that. Keep getting DJ Moore the ball, and everything gonna be all right, because I need him for fantasy. Speaking of fantasy, I'm 5-0, y'all. I'm 5-0. Whooping feet. Whoop Floyd feet last week. This week is Tiny turn. Tiny, ice up, nigga. It's your turn. Whooping feet out here, 5-0. We got the 1-4 Patriots at home against the Houston Texans. Give me the Houston Texans. Drake May starting. Yeah, he ain't ready. He ain't ready. My 4-1 Commanders. He said, "What's Tiny record?" Tiny is 1-4. Boo boo, cuh. Boo boo. Tiny boo boo, cuh. All that shit he was talking about my other draft was like, HOV be losing to these niggas, and you over here getting your feet whooped in the league that I'm in with you. I'm whooping ass. Let me see. Let me tell y'all who I done beat so far. Let me tell y'all who I done beat so far. Whoop Suave ass first game. Boo boo, cuz Suave boo boo. I think Suave only got 1 win, luckily. Then I whooped T-Rail ass next. Whooped T-Rail ass. Then I whooped One Take Ocho in our league. Whooped him. I beat Eli. Remember, Eli was in the chat, was like, bet that I beat y'all in fantasy. You know, our fantasy matchup. Beat Eli. Then I just beat the shit out of Floyd. Tiny next, and then Cheddar Chulo is after that. Cheddar Chulo was 4-0 with me, but he just recently lost. Don't see too many teams fucking with me. And that's only if they see me on a bye week. He said, hold on, what do you say? I'll Ty say Suave's boo-boo at fantasy. He in last in our underdog league too. Damn, Suave. Suave, I'm gonna have to take you to GM school, man. Definitely gonna have to take you to GM school. But anyway, my Commanders, 4-1 against the 3-2 Baltimore Ravens. This is gonna be epic matchup, y'all. Epic matchup. To me, these teams mirror each other. I think they're a little bit more athletic at the tight end position. But I like our chances. I think they better at the secondary too. But our linebackers is better. I like our linebackers better. Frankie Louvu was on a hunt. Yo, what's the deal? I got us. I like us. Remember I said that. I like us. I like our chances. That's all I'm gonna say. I like our chances. It's gonna be a close game. Commanders winning by 3. We got the 1-4 Browns against the 2-2 Eagles. Eagles is at home. Eagles is rested up. I got the Eagles. Hopefully, I'm not even sure if Nick Chubb is coming back. He should be real well rested though. Should be able to come back and contribute. I like the Eagles in this one though. They got their receivers coming back. Saquon had rest. Shout out my boy J Mac. J Dot the Great. Thank you for the super chat. Got them diamonds in the chat. Diamonds in the chat, y'all. Make sure y'all like that like too. This should be a good game, y'all. We got the Arizona Cardinals against the Green Bay Packers. Arizona Cardinals is 2-3. Packers is 3-2. I like the Green Bay Packers though, being at home. Hopefully Caleb Love. See, there I go again. Caleb Love. Fuck Caleb Love. Jordan Love. If y'all know who Caleb Love is, man, y'all know why I'm always saying his name. I'm a North Carolina Tar Heel fan. Caleb Love used to play for us. He left us and went to Arizona. Fuck Caleb Love. I mean Jordan Love. Hopefully Jordan Love don't do nothing reckless with the ball like he did last week here in LA. Being in the end zone. Falling out of the end zone, just throw the ball up. Defender snatched it out the air, run it in for a 9-yard pick six. Got to be more careful with the ball. I got Jordan Love as my quarterback in fantasy. I got Jalen Reed as one of my wide receivers. Now that Derek Carr is out, I'm taking Rashid Shaheed out of my lineup because I got to see what Spencer Rattler do before I just have, you know, somebody that's not going to get no production with this new quarterback in. I don't know if they got that chemistry yet. I know all Derek Carr was trying to do was throw that deep ball to Rashid Shaheed on Monday, and he got him one. Tampa Bay 3-2 against 2-3 Saints. I'm taking Tampa Bay in that one. No Derek Carr means no chance. You know, they always play each other tough. Saints always coming out on top, pause too, when they play against Tampa Bay, but I got Tampa Bay in this one. 2-3 Colts versus the 1-3 Titans. I like old man Flacco and the Colts in this one. I'm taking the Colts. I seen Michael Pittman is out with a back injury. He's going to be out for some time. I'm not sure if Jonathan Taylor is playing, but I still like the Colts over the Titans. Shrimp Life, what up? Shrimp Life. Shout out HOV. What's good, champion? Tapping in from work. And game of the week, Washington versus Baltimore. You heard? Man. Yes, sir. Appreciate you for tapping in at work, man. Appreciate all of y'all for tapping in, man. Next game, AFC West matchup. Got the LA Chargers at 2-2 against the 3-2 Denver Broncos. This one was a tough one, but I'm going to go with the LA Chargers on this one since they had a bye. They should be well rested. Yeah. You know what? I got something about the Chargers too. This is something that was pointed out to me earlier this morning. I didn't realize how injury prone Justin Herbert was. Clutch Point had put up a post asking, is Justin Herbert the new Andrew Luck? Most pass plus rush yards by a rookie. Number one is Cam Newton with 4,700, 500 yards. Second is Andrew Luck, 4,629 yards. Up under him is Justin Herbert, 4,570 yards. Rookie debut, Andrew Luck was 23 out of 45, 309 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, sacked 3 times, and a loss. Justin Herbert, 22 out of 33, 311 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, sacked twice, also lost. 2015, Andrew Luck suffered a shoulder labrum tear. 2015, abdominal muscle tear. 2016, a cranial concussion. 2019, leg calf strain. 2019, a high ankle sprain. He also retired 2019. 2020, Justin Herbert suffered a chest rib fracture. 2023, shoulder labrum tear. 2023, October 2023, left middle finger fracture. December 2023, right index finger fracture. 2024, pedal foot plantar fasciitis. 2024, high ankle sprain. I said, God damn, this dude might be the next Andrew Luck. Their career's been identical pretty much to this point. This is his 4th season, and he has yet to retire. I want to say Andrew Luck played, 7 years? Andrew Luck, this is his 4th season, or 5th season, 2020, 2021, 22, 23, 24, his 5th season. My gosh, get this man some milk. But back into these matchups. I'm taking I like the Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers, even though Broncos is on a 3-game winning streak. I think it ends right here. Then you have the 3-2 Pittsburgh Steelers against the 2-3 Las Vegas Raiders. We all should be picking the Steelers just based off of all the shit that the Raiders is going through right now. Y'all dead last in rush offense. Y'all bench Gardner Minshew for Aiden O'Connell, who threw a pick his second pass coming in after after benching Gardner Minshew, no Devontae Adams, no Christian Wilkinson. It's a shit show there in Vegas. Give me the Steelers. The Atlanta Falcons and Carolina Panthers. Carolina 1-4. Falcons is 3-2. We all should be picking the Falcons. I don't even got shit to say about the Panthers. Said we're not taking criticism for a bunch of cheaters. We ain't cheated nothing, man. Hey, we lost enough to get number 2, man. That's all I have to say. Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. Detroit Lions is 3-1. Dallas Cowboys is 3-2. Give me the Detroit Lions. I think they got something for Cowboys' ass. And we wasn't tanking. We were just fucking sorry. Shut up, Suave. Stop sounding like a little bi. Because your team suck now. Give me the Lions, man. I just think the Cowboys ain't showed me enough. They offense is not looking impressive. Defense definitely ain't been looking impressive after that Saints victory. You know, they missing Dan Quinn. I was looking at old numbers on the board episodes today. I couldn't watch them all, you know, throughout because, you know, it would have took too long and I wanted to go live and do this. But I was trying to look at what episode when I was on there, and I was, you know, pretty much putting Dan Quinn name in the hat for the head coaching job in Washington when I knew that Ron Rivera time was coming up. And I said on there, I remember saying, man, I want Dan Quinn. And now look, we got Dan Quinn. He turning shit around in Washington, and then look how shit looking in Dallas. Power in the tongue, y'all. Pause. But shit came to fruition. We got the Cincinnati Bengals at 1-4 against the New York Giants at 2-3. New York Giants is being at home. Cincinnati is 3.5 points favorite. I'm taking Cincinnati. I feel like they was close against us, playing us. You see that shootout they had last week in Baltimore. They barely lost. It came down to the interception thrown by Joe Burrow and the missed field goal by Evan McPherson. I think that they beat the Giants just because this is a desperate need. But I wouldn't put it past if these niggas lose neither, because the Giants ain't no pushovers. Giants ain't no pushovers. They run the ball. They play hard, tough defense like they did last week with Tyrone Tracy. They got a good chance. Darius Slayton played a good game too. Monday Night Football, 3-2 Bills versus the 2-3 Jets. Give me the Bills. Jets, we talk about the Jets. I'm tired of talking about the Jets. Jets been looking like shit. They ain't been able to run the ball. How Breece Hall get all these rushing yards these last couple years? Aaron Rodgers there, they can't run the ball at all. Y'all not seeing a pattern? This man is 1,000-yard back. Remember the season he started off, his rookie season. Came back last year, smashed last year. Let me look up his stats, man. Let me look up my boy's stats, man. Because right now, the Jets got Breece Hall fucked up. My nigga, Breece Hall got 65 carries. 65 carries this season. Only 197 yards. He is 34th in the league as far as rushing. He's 17th far as carries with 2 touchdowns. My nigga, 2 touchdowns. Two touchdowns. That's crazy. That is crazy to me. Last season, my boy was he played all 17 games last year. He was 6 yards short of 1,000. He played 7 games in 2022, his rookie season. 80 carries. He got 65 carries now. 65 carries for 197 yards now. His rookie season, he had only 80 carries for 463 yards and 4 touchdowns. Last year, he averaged 4.5 yards a carry. That is crazy how big of a drop-off that is, man. And he's so talented. And then they got another backup that they drafted that's talented as well, that's not doing too much. Fire Nathaniel Hackett, man. Fire Nathaniel Hackett. Is that all I got for today? I think that's all I got for today, man. If y'all are familiar with A-Line Media, you know they are real big supporters of what we do at FMW. You know, that's like FMW little brother. You know, that what they doing over there. You know what I'm saying? We support what they doing over there. Rio's done pulled up over there. Mac Wap, AD, myself. He said, boat up, ho. Yes, sir. I think they gonna get them a win. I will be over there this weekend again. I'm making my comeback. Me and E and Melly got some shit to talk. You know, E been in my DMs talking a lot of shit about my Commanders. He's a Falcon fan. I'm going over there talking my shit. So if y'all are familiar with their platform, go over there, go and give them a subscribe. Go follow them on Instagram. Make sure y'all tune in Saturday morning because I will be there. And I'm popping my shit, y'all. I'm popping my shit because I'm tired of the Commanders hate and we just getting started, y'all. Season just getting started and we starting off hot. And we media darlings right now, like I said, y'all. Every media platform, they can't stop talking about us because how good we playing. Why people want to hate us? We've been sorry since 1991, man. Since the last time we won the Super Bowl, we ain't been relevant. Why hate us? We ain't did shit. We just winning some games that nobody picking us to win. Are we looking good doing it? Yeah. But we ain't shit talk nobody. We just being humble, going into these games, taking our wins, taking our W's. You feel me? That's it and that's all. But a lot of people, y'all not doing shit. We'll see how good y'all really are when y'all play Baltimore. Now, everybody a Baltimore fan. Everybody want to move the goalposts like this is Vanderbilt. Y'all want to take the goalposts and you want to walk that bitch down the street, down the main line. It was the Bengals. It was the Giants talk at first. We wasn't going to beat the Giants. It wasn't the Giants. It was the Giants talk. Giants been kicking y'all ass the last few years. Daniel Jones got y'all in his back pocket, which was true. Daniel Jones only looked good against us. True. All right, we go in there. We barely beat them. All right, cool. A dub is a dub. Monday night, Bengals. They gonna kick y'all ass. Go in there. Jaden Daniels show y'all. Shock the world. You know, we don't never ever play good prime time Monday night. Don't ever play good prime time Monday night. Under Dan Snyder. This is not the same Dan Snyder team. Boom. Got that statement win. Oh, Arizona Cardinal fans was talking shit. Like they was just gonna dog us. Because they came close to winning against the Bills and the Lions. But y'all caught 2 L's. Y'all didn't win neither one of those games. Yeah, y'all played good, but y'all lost. Like me and my boy J Dot, our old basketball coach in high school, Coach Elmer. Man, it's crazy. He quick story real quick. It was one practice where he just went off on this one kid. And the kid name was Jonas. And he was like, man, I don't even know why you here. I don't even know why you still on the team. He said, if you was here on my team, he said, you wouldn't be around. He said, yeah, you can come to the game, but you can't play. Oh, nigga, we died laughing so much because this is what we played Frost Off. So J Dot was in the 10th, I was in the 9th. And our 9th grade coach, he had a problem with cutting kids. Like, you feel me? He just wouldn't let the niggas who didn't make the team, he wouldn't let them go. He would let them stay on the team. To where if them niggas come to practice, every practice, and then when it come to game day, niggas used to have to shoot free throws to play. Nigga, I'm like, man, ain't no way niggas outplay these niggas. And we used to have to play 1-on-1. Niggas used to have to play 1-on-1 to get on the team. Ain't no way niggas can do all this shit to wow a coach, then play 1-on-1, beat these same niggas who couldn't win 1-on-1, and you keep these niggas around. So when it come game time, it's a possibility that you won't play and you made the team because one of these sorry niggas and the coaches don't want to cut one of them. So I'll say all of that to say is Arizona Cardinals showed up for those Lions in those Bills games. You can come to the game, but you can't play. Y'all played good enough, but you didn't win. So they hung that on our heads. Arizona gonna beat y'all. Look how Kyler Murray looking. Kyler Murray's looking like MVP right now. Went in there, dogged they ass. That was a Zach Ertz. That was a Cliff Kingsbury revenge game. Beat them niggas by 28 with ease. Now, yeah, y'all offense look good. Y'all offense is this. Y'all offense is that. Now y'all playing against a good defense in Cleveland. Let's see how that offense look. Started off slow. 3 and out. Got down there. Threw a goal line interception. Another punt. Then after that, 24 straight points going into halftime. We not playing our starters by the start of the 4th quarter. Now it's y'all not doing nothing. Wait till y'all play the Ravens. The Ravens just got done playing a team that we beat, and they barely beat them as well. The Ravens is the last team far as passing defense. What you think we gonna do? They only number one run defense is because they played against the number 32. Don't panic, my boy. They played against the number 32 and the number 31st teams in rushing offense, which is the Raiders and Dallas. Then they played the Bengals, who also can't run the ball. So, saying all that to say is y'all give them a little too much, and y'all giving us no credit at all. But we shall see on Sunday. We don't need y'all validation. We don't need nobody validation. We don't need nobody cosign. Like Dot said, I don't need your cosign. That's a cheap stamp, which it is, because a lot of y'all niggas teams are not playing like my team. I'm talking. This is addressed to. This is not y'all who just casual people in the chat. These is the niggas who's talking shit to me in the DMs. You know what I'm saying? You telling me don't get too happy. Niggas acting like they low-key Ravens fans. We shall see. Sunday. And after that, y'all think I'm talking shit now? Just wait. And I'm going to leave out of here on that note. Just wait. Can't wait. Bart Scott voice. Defense can't even stop a nosebleed. See you on Sunday. Can't wait. I'm out of here, folks. He said, oh, y'all lose. I'm popping it. Pop it. Go ahead. Dallas fans can't talk because y'all might be taking an L this week too. So we going to see. Yeah, he was cooked after that last fumble, but we gonna see. Look, our defense can play well enough. Remember, Kyler Murray was MVP talks. All of that MVP talks. Remember, after he played against Buffalo, after he played against Detroit. Remember when Marvin Harrison Jr. had the 3 touchdowns in the first half. 130 yards. Remember that, right? Remember all of that. Kyler Murray this, Kyler Murray that. What'd he do against the Commanders? And we was coming in. We was one of the worst defenses coming in. Still one of the worst defenses in passing. What happened? Not the same Kyler Murray, right? What happened? Said 38-3 Ravens. Oh my God, I'm out of here on that one. I'm out of here on that one. Man, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share. That will help the channel tremendously. And then we on the road to 2K, y'all. You know, get me to 2K, man. You feel me? Get me to 2K. Let's get these views up. Pull up game. You feel me? Let's get it. Appreciate y'all. See y'all on the next one.